All right, guys, so let's fix the last video. There was a little error. I did not add the fixed charge. All right, so let me just make the correction. So what it says now, it says a man pays 60 cents for every 200 MG of gas used plus a fixed charge of $13.75. How much does he pay when he uses 55,000 MG? So as we did before, we need to find out how many 200 is in this. So we divide by 200. 2 into 550 is going to give us 275. Alright, so what we do now, we multiply this by 60 cents, which gives us 6530, 3 carry 0, 6, 7, 42, and that 45, 6, 2 is 12, and that 60. So what it is now, we move to decimal place since it's 165, but remember there's a fixed charge, right? So it's a one-time payment of $13.75. So we have to add the fixed charge, but that's also part of the cost. So my apologies, it will be D178. I found out after I've done the video, but you know, I already have to post the video here. Basically, guys, the last video stuff at 26 persons are requesting that I do it, do some more. It's really rough for me to do them, but based on the number of persons who see reach out to me and say, sir, can you do some more? Making an effort. So guys, just want to encourage me along the way, because trust me, not easy. Just the likes and them something that kind of keep me going, to be honest. Energy, if energy on the planet, yeah. All right, let's look at 26. So it says 3 bracket A plus 2A minus B bracket 2A minus B. All right, and they ask us to basically simplify. So let's do it step by step. This video will be a bit slower than the previous one. The other one was just basically promoting my class. So we just spend time and make persons can fully understand what's happening. All right. Let's go. So what it means, the bracket means you have to multiply each term by 3a. So you're going to multiply a by 3a and also 2b. So 3 times that will give us 3a squared. A times a, remember we'll add the powers. Alright, next one, 3 times 2, that is 6. A times b, ab. So easy, guys. Next, we move on to b. But remember, this is a minus b, a negative times a positive, that's negative, and that should give us 2ab. And negative times a negative, that's positive. So you guys do it what step by step, and then you have 3b squared. Now these are the only like terms, meaning they are the same letters, so we can manipulate this. So no matter what happens, we're gonna get back these two. 3a squared plus 3b squared. That's not gonna change from here. Only what's in the middle right here, because we have ab and ab. Remember the rule says that we cannot add or subtract unlike terms. So now we have 6 minus 2, which gives us 4ab. Alright. So guys, just go and like up the video because you know it already. And if a persons who want to ask questions and stuff, just join the class. Alright. And we can work together. It says if m asterisk n is equal to the square root of mn minus n squared, then 5 asterisk 3 is. So what it is, the first one represents the first number. Alright, so let's put things in perspective. So it says mn means you multiply m times n, so that's 5 times 3 minus n, which is 3 squared. Alright, so let's work out that. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 squared means 3 multiplied by 3, which is 9. Notice it's just minus n squared, not negative n squared, all in bracket, alright? So we subtract and we get 6. 5 from 9 from that, 6. So it's the square root of 6. Let's move on to 28. John has X marbles. So John have X marbles. Max has twice. So let us say John have X, Max have 2 times it, or X plus X. Whichever way you look at it, 2X. John has X marbles, Max has twice as many. So Max have twice, right? Max gives Tom 5 of his marbles. How many does Max now have? So remember, this is Max, right? And the Max give away 5, so you're going to subtract 5 from this. So this would be Max share. No. Alright, let's move on to 29. As I said, guys, this one is slower. This is more teaching. The other one is just promoting a class. You can take a few more. So, guys, if you're interested, you know the number already, 876-549-2161. It's at the top of the page. Alright, let's look at this one. If given that 3 bracket x minus 1 bracket minus 2x minus 100 equals 7, then find the value of x. Again, we remove the bracket. Let's do that. The bracket in maths mean you have to multiply. Guys, don't take these multiple choice for granted. You know, see a lot of students celebrating. It's the easiest exam to actually fail. So careful. Get the help and don't leave it up to chance. So multiply 3 times x, that's 3x. 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Then we move on to negative 2, negative 2x. Positive times a negative, negative times a negative, that's positive. Alright, so now we remove the bracket. So the next step for us is to group the like terms. What do I mean group the like terms? Same letters. So for example, if we have 3x minus 2x, so whatever sign is in front of the numbers, you keep that sign. If you have a minus 3 here, keep the minus, alright? The only time we take the inverse is when you're moving from the left to the right or the right to the left. Now the equal sign separate them both, alright? So this is all we're working on is the left hand side now. So we don't change the sign. That's a very common error for students, to change this to plus, to change this to plus, and change this to minus, alright? So let's work out this. Can I even put it in like a bracket? 3x minus x, that will give us 2x, that will give us x. Negative 3 plus 1, so that will give us negative 3 is bigger. Subtract, that gives us 1. And then that is equal to 7. Now this is saying we have a number and we subtract 1 and it result is 7. So for this, we'll say the inverse, which is plus 1. So here we have it, x is equal to 8. So that means this one would be C. Alright, so let's move on to 30. Move this up the top. Let's go. 30 I have in store for us. 31. Alright, 30 say when 8 is subtracted from a number and then the result is multiplied by 3, the final answer is 21. What is the original number? Now we can start with 21 and do the opposite. Let's see that if that works. So we are equal 21 multiplied by 3. So we take the inverse of multiplying by 3, which is to divide by 3. So equals 7 now. And let's say 8 is subtract, so we do the opposite, which is add 8. So teach my prep students, man, they can do this, they can do this. Let me put 21. At 15. Alright, so in original number was 15. So we just basically do the inverse of whatever they did. And because they multiply by 3, we divide by 3. Because they subtract, Alright. So let's move on to 31. Alright, the sum of two numbers, x and y is 18, and their difference is 14. Which pair of, okay. So when you add them, you get 18 and subtract. So now 18, man. I see set put it at the front. Oh, let me put it at the front. Alright. The volume of a cube whose edges is 6 centimeters long is, so we know what a cube is, right? It's made up of squares, so all the sides are equal. And we can find volume of a three-dimensional, alright? What it is, all we do is just find the area of the base, but since one side is 6, all is 6, right? So it's the area of the base, so 6 times 6, which gives us 36 centimeters square. But we're supposed to times it by the height, so we times it by 6, which gives us 260 centimeters. Alright, this is what come on the PEP also. Alright, so we have 2,500 millimeters expressed in meters. Now we take 1,000 millimeters to make a meter. So all we have to do is divide by 1,000. Decimal places here, so we can snap away. So that will be 2.5. Let's move on to 34. As I said, guys, I'm gonna go a little bit slower than the previous video. Guys, you need to watch that. That was just more like promotion of my class. This is more teaching. Alright, so let's go. The distance around the edge of a circular part is 88 meters. The radius in meter is, so what they're saying that C is a circumference, right? 2 pi r. They say it's circular. Alright, so what it is now, we have this is equal to 88, the circumference. We have 2, you can take pi to be 22/7, right? Oh, they didn't work out the pi. Guys, you have to look at these little things, right? If they didn't work out the pi, then it means that you must work it out either, alright? So let's do it in terms of pi. So look at the question first before you attempt. Let's look at the options. Alright, so we're solving for r, so we're gonna make r a subject, so we divide by 2 pi. I was so ready to work out, and then I realized the options like that. Well, 88 by 2 pi, yeah. Alright, so that would be t. Let's move on to this one. A car travels 80 kilometers in 2.5 hours. What is the speed of kilometers per hour? Now, if you guys, I'm going to try draw the magic triangle for you guys. But all you have to remember that distance is equal to the speed that you're going times the time. Alright, makes sense. So always picture that. Once you know what distance is, then you can transpose. So distance is equal to the speed you're going times the time. Now look what they ask us for here. They say what is the speed? So you're looking for speed. So you know, so speed, the blackout speed, and you'll get distance divided by time. So the distance is 80, and then now we divide by 2.5. How you guys want to do this? When I say 80 over 1 divided by, convert that 2 is 4 or 1, 5 over 2. You want to do it like that? And then now you change to multiplication and divide by. So you flip the fraction. Alright, 5 into itself 1, 5 into this 1, 3 are going left, right? So you have 16, 2 times 16, which is 32. So it's 32 kilometers per hour. And it makes sense, right? Because this is 1 hour. If you double this, you get 32 again, right? So that's a 2 hour, and then you take another 16. And see there, 32 and 32, that's a 64. That's a next 16, which is half an hour, right? Just think of it practically, guys. Don't bother stress yourself over the maths. Think of it practical, just Item 36 of the file diagram below. The area of the quadrilateral above is, so with area, we're gonna name one side A and one B. Alright, so what it is, the formula says A plus B, so if the two sides we divide by 2, as that comes from the triangle part. You'll notice there's a little triangle thing here, so that's how the 2 comes in, and I times it by the height. So what we'll do, add 8 and 12. Look at that first. When today work in order, so I'm there for me. And the class, if you still need further help, alright? This is just one video. In the class, you'll do many videos, alright? So you add 20 divided by 2, and then times by 3. So you work out the bracket first. 20 divided by 2 give you 10. So it will be 10 times 3, alright? Which is 30. And guys, see the number there? You know the error code already. 876 549. I work better with WhatsApp because sometimes I might be in a meeting or whatever, and I might not return all the calls, but at the end of the day, I got through all the messages. That's quite a lot sometimes. Sometimes I used to think the celebrities hype, because people are texting and then they respond. No more understand. When you look on your something, you see 600 messages. And you say, shoot. And they might, man, just rough. Alright, let's look at 37. The length of the sides of a circle are x, 2x and 2x centimeters. If the perimeter is 20 centimeters, what is the value of x? And guys, this is for multiple choice. Always draw a little diagram to kind of see that. This one doesn't require, but just draw a little diagram. Clearly, we can see some nicer studies, right? Because the two sides are equal. So we could do it down here. So these are 2x. We didn't have to do this, but just practice yourself to draw your little diagrams. And these are some of the things why sometimes you need a teacher to guide you guys. Not just watch videos alone, alright? Can give us some little hints. So see the number there, 5492161. Allotment. And all of this, so it's the total distance around, and that is equal to 20. So what it is, whatever x is, or this side must add up to 20. So look at the like terms. So once you see x is like 1x, and no students, it does mean x is equal to 1. Students will sometimes misinterpret that. It just means it's 1x. So it's just like we have 2x, yeah. So 1 and 2, 3, and that 5x equal to 20. And then we divide by 5. So all we have to do now is just divide by 5 to solve for x. And then now x is equal to 4. And you can do a little rough check, right? What this means, x of 4, so 4, 2 times 4, that's 8. And then you have another 8. So 8 and 8, so what you just want to see the thing practically, guys. Perimeter go already, right? Total distance around 8 and 2, 10. 8 and 8, 16. Oh man, something alright, yes sir. Something alright, yes sir. 5x, x of 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 16. Oh, because I put 2 here, so 4 for there. So Yeah, I do make a thing now, you double check your work just to make sure, say, because guess what, guys? It reach a stage now where you have to be excellent in the multiple choice. There's no room for error at all. You can't make one mistake. That it come down to, guys. That it come down to now. So we want to get your one, there shall be no mistake at all. There's no room for error. Alright. 20 out of 20, 60 out of 60. That is what it's gonna take for you to get a 1. Alright. Item 38 refer to the following diagram. The diagram above not drawn to scale shows a cylinder of radius 3 cm and height 8 cm. The volume is, and notice they give you in pi again. So how do we find the area, the volume of a hole? First, we find the area for the base, which is what? A circle, right? So I'm going to put that in perspective. All 3D shape, we find the area of the base and you times by the height. So since it's a circular base, we find the area for the circle, ain't it? Yeah, agree. Alright, good. So since we agree on that, let's put things in perspective. They didn't work out pi, so we're not gonna work out pi. So I'm gonna do it. So it's gonna be pi, the radius is 3 square, and the height is 8. So put in what we know, and then we can simplify. Alright, so 3 square means 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 times 8, that's about 72. So that's a pi 72. Well, they put the number at the front, it doesn't matter. Let's see if you see the option there. It doesn't matter, we can rewrite it as 72 pi. Alright, doesn't matter really. Right, let's move on to 39. A man leaves home at 22:15 hours and reaches his destination at 4 hours rather, on the following day in the same time zone. How many hours did he travel? So guys, first you want to know what time is, right? So you can subtract 12. So this means say at 10:15 in left out, right? So I want to put it and him reach 4 o'clock. That's what it means. So how much time do we need to get to 12? That's one way I always tell my students, right? We need another 45 minutes to reach 11 plus 1 more hour. So that's 1 hour and 45 minutes basically. And from 12 to 4, that's gonna do 4 hours. So you can see so 5 and 3/4 hours. As 45 minutes is 3/4 since it's 60 minutes, alright? Careful, man. Choose a quarter anyway. People will tempted to do that. Alright, let's look over this side now. Alright, item 40 to 42 refer to the diagram below, which shows the sport chosen by 160 boys who participated in a games evening at school. So boom, you have swimming, football, boxing, tennis, cricket. Oh, so much people play cricket. Oh, with the jungle, dango, 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 dango. The number of boys who chose football is. Did they give us the total? I'm not asking that. Oh, I was gonna say, oh. So it's 160 boys in all. So the angle right here for football, you can see that it's 90. Now 90 is what fraction of 360? That should be a quarter, right? 94 is 36. So it's a quarter. So all we do now is divide this by 4. Right? Since a 4, right, make it up. Bam, 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 bam. Divide by 4. So that is 40. So 40 students choose this. And we can put in all the information right about it, right? So we have 40 here. That means 20 play this because it's half, and 20 play this. Alright. 40, 60, 80. So 80 accounted for, right? That's what else them ask for. Why cricket look like a half? So cricket and tennis get half, right? Everybody agree? As it look like a semicircle, right? So this one is supposed to add up to 80. So this is supposed to be over to this. No, anyway, they didn't ask for that yet. Let me see what they ask for. So himself 40. And now they say, how many boys participate in cricket? You know, so that they never ask. So basically, cricket are 2 times swimming, right? So all of these are 80, right? Because you have a semicircle here. So, but cricket, what do you say? Cricket is 2 times swimming. So I'm gonna go with cricket. So I have 80. So this is 60, and this is 20. Because this and this look like a semicircle. See? But this is 20, this is 60. So, let's add it up 40, 60, 80, 140. Yeah, for this and this here, yeah. So 60 students like cricket. Hit the like button on peeps. That thing going for cricket. Alright. Let's look at 42. The probability that a boy chosen at random participated is boxing. So boxing. If we go back up to the diagram, boxing. Boxing a quarter, right? So it's 20 over 60 for boxing. This cancel 20 that 1 into 68. So that's 1/8. Let me see if they give 1/8. Alright, see there. First option. Well done, CC. Let's just show the kids there. Just give them the first option. But if you don't know it, guys, it doesn't matter where it is. It's gonna be heavy. Alright, let's move on to 40 something. I'm not sure what number. Alright. No. The median of the number is, so the median are going to be the middle number. Then we can actually arrange it in ascending order for you already, which is so nice. You have yourself C6. So we take 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. 1 in the middle, right? 1. I don't want to confuse it. 1. So here we have 2 numbers in the middle. So we add them and divide by 2, which is 6.5. Halfway between these. Alright, let's go with the right button. Somebody said, right, comment section, someone of say that. It's important, guys, because that's how that's how YouTube recommend other people to your video. Alright, so other kids like you who want the help can get the help. So hit the right button. Alright, a bag containing 2 red, 4 yellow, and 6 blue balls. The probability of drawing a blue ball. Why blue ball? From a bag at random is, so first we need the total balls in the bag. So 2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 and 6, 12. So we have a total of 12. How many blue balls there exist? Which is 6. There's not 6 over 12, so I guess they break it down. So that's a half. Alright, it's more likely to pick up blue balls than any other ball. Alright, item 45, refer to the following table. There we have the frequency 10 to 14, 15 to 14, which is the length, and then you have the frequency. The length of 30 cabbage leaves were measured in the. So that means when you add up the number here, you're supposed to get 30. Alright. Length of the 30 cabbage leaves were measured to the nearest centimeter. The information group as shown. The class boundaries are like the upper boundary, that's the class boundary. Now, why do I don't remember that right about now? So you have 3, 8, 12, 7, that's 5, 5.5. Oh, see here. 9.5, 14.5, yeah. For the lower class, you subtract 5, so that will give you 9.5. And the other one, you add 0.5, so you get 14.5. Very nice question, this. Very nice. Alright, so that will be C. We're at 3/4, guys. Let's go, let's go. Normally, one of this part, it's more like easier in terms of less calculation. Alright, because I guess they know the time is gonna be ending. So guys, ensure you reach one here. So 46, which of the following line represents x? So -2 is less than x or less than or equal to 4. First of all, this is important, right? So this indicates it should be blocked. So we can eliminate them two here right away, right? It should be blocked. And then no, this don't have the equal sign, so it should be open. So that's P. 47, if f of x is equal to x squared minus x minus 1, then f -5 is equal to, I want you guys to work out that one. That's a function question. Work it out, guys, before me. I'm going to start in 30 seconds. Let's go. Big up to all the new students who joined my class. Thanks for watching the video. You guys, hope you guys are watching this again. Alright? Big up and welcome to my class. All the ships come down already. Alright, so what it is, we're gonna just substitute -5 in the equation. So boom. All we do is say, alright, x squared, let me rewrite that first. So it's x squared minus x. I have to be careful of the sign, alright? So remember, x are -5, so we put that in bracket. Minus 5. A common error, students just put 1 minus 5. We don't see this a minus 5. But remember, there's a minus there. And x in itself is -5. And there we have it. To square this, any number squared is going to be positive. And for this one, negative times a negative, that's positive. And then minus 1, which is gives us 30 minus 1, and that's 29. Alright, let's look at 48. The straight line AB cuts the y-axis at. So basically, we're looking for this point right here. We found it. Now, on this line, the y-axis is the y-axis, x is equal to 0. Alright. So all we have to do is look for 0 and this a -2. So it's going to be 0, -2. Alright, so that's the teach, you know, forget all of the marks, you know. Don't know how you guys don't appreciate me, man. Come on, let's go. 49. Which of the following represents the graph of a function? Now, 1x can only go to 1y. So let's examine them. Definitely this is the function. Let's see what the D say. 1x can only go to 1y. See it? Too much of them. Too much. You see? 1x can only, for it to be a function, 1x to 1y. Think about 1 to 1, right? So 1x can only go to 1y. Oh, so that's the ISI option. Alright, let's go. Hit the like button. Alright. The arrow diagram above shows a function Which of the following best describe the function? And there we have it. F of x, which is y. So guys, please remember, so f of x is y. All right. So is y equal to x plus 3? I would say yes. Let's check it. If we add 3 here to x, this is x, x plus 3 here, 5, 5 plus 3 here, 8, 8 plus 3 here, 11, 11 plus 3 here, 14. So yes. So you have your x first, you add 3, and you get that. All right. Very important. The range of f of x to the x to the third for the domain -2. So all we're doing is literally cubing all of these numbers. All right, so it's -2 cube, -1 cube, right? Since it's an odd number, we know we're gonna get negative, and that gives us 8. So it can only be d. So guys, now teaching, don't forget the maximum marks. Alright, item 52 refers to the diagram shown below of a construction with center A. So center A and arc BC is drawn with center B. And the same radius are drawn. What is the measure? That will be 60 degrees. And guess that what guys, you should do that in class in order to, for it to be at 30, you have to bisect it by placing this and this, and you bisect it. Alright, so you guys, all the best with your construction. Alright, let's move on to another one. Let's go. Hit the like button if you're just joining. 53, no, I wonder about it. Okay, item 53 triple diagram below. Alright, so there we have it. In the diagram, AB, so they tell us AB is parallel to CD. Also, they indicate with the arrow to show that it's parallel. They never meet. Alright, same distance between them. JKB equal 125. So they ask us, they say JKB, I'm putting that, what are they? JKB, okay, which is right here, 125 degrees. Alright, boom. And they ask MLD. Be careful, guys. It have to be MLD, which is this angle right here. All right. So, or you can look on it. This angle right here is also 125, right? Corresponding angles are equal. This now form a straight angle. So this plus 120 L, angle L plus 125 equal 180. Now we know how to do the rest from there. We just subtract 125 from both sides, which gives us 180 minus 125. 5 from that, about 55 or something. Yeah, so that's 55 degrees. All right, let's move on to 54. Item 54 refer to the following diagram, and then give us blah, 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 blah. All right. This is now in the triangle above not drawn to scale, PQ equal 5, PR equal that, RX equal that, tan that PRQ, PRQ, which is this angle right here. So tan would be opposite upon adjacent, right? Because we're looking from this angle, so this would make this opposite, and this would be adjacent. And remember, tan is opposite upon adjacent. That should be on your formula sheet. So it's opposite upon adjacent. So 50 upon x, so that's E. Alright, so we're at 54. So go to the next page. So let's go to the next page. Notice, guys, there's not a lot of workout around here. So I want you guys to work hard. Work hard. Item 55 refer to the following diagram. In the diagram above, the translation by which AB is mapped onto A prime is, I've done this on my other videos. So you're at point E, which is 2, 5, and you do something, add something, because that's what translation means, and you get this 4, 6. So what now did you add to get this? You add 2 right here, now we add 1. So that's x of 2 and y 1, so that's 2, 1. So we added 2, 1, and that will be B. Let's move on to 56. Item 56 refers to the following diagram. AB is parallel to EC. Calculate BDE. So that's BDE. And be very careful, guys. Be very careful. Alright. So this is the angle that they want. Now, one way you can look at it, this angle is equal to 40, but this may form a Z angle and an alternate angle since it's parallel. So if this is 40, this is angle on a straight line, it will be 180 minus 40. And guys, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's 140 degrees. And remember they asked for this one, so right here is 140. And the way you can look at it, this plus this must give you 180. The angle here plus this. Alright. So let's see. Alright, what a one. Let's go over here so now. So I'm going over here so now. Why you can't see over here so? Ah boy. 57, the triangle element, which is this element, is rotated in a clockwise direction about L through an angle of 90 degrees. Remember the formula for 90 degrees. So let's see which way. Them say clockwise. So you have a go so. So that means that L are going to up at top, right? L. If L up at top, then you have M as well. And M on the side, you know so. As I say, clockwise. I'm gonna go with this one. LMN. Let me see what I wanna say. LMN. Let me see what N is. Then I have to just take up it. Let me say. Or LMN. Yeah. That's right. So N I got N over that side, yeah. Alright, so that's B. Item 58 refer to the following diagram. In the diagram above, if the line YA equal X is rotated anti-clockwise, what is the image? So 90 degrees anti-clockwise, yeah, we'll get this right. Lord Jesus. So this will be the new image, 90 degrees. Alright, let's go. So y equal negative x. Alright, let's move on to 59. Where's 59? Where are you, 59? Okay. This one, I've done this on my channel several times. First time I was doing this, I actually found it very interesting, right? So they say, how many triangles congruent to ABD will you need to cover the rectangle ABCD entirely? And what I did, guys, the last time, just to show persons, I kind of just say, alright, the congruent, they're the same size. Alright, so this move 1, 2. So what I did, I move 1, 2 here, and I come all the way down. I'm gonna make this thicker because I really want you guys to see this. This is a very interesting question. First time I was doing this, it took me a little time to understand what they were saying. So this is one of the triangle that is congruent, right? Just kind of color code it. And then we just basically continue like that. But this time we are doing the opposite, right? So we start up here, so start back here, so again. 1, 2. So yes, that's so nice. See it? Color code it for you guys. And they are going to do the same thing. But you have start from up this up. Like the question. The first time I was reading it, I didn't understand what they were saying, but then I said, "Cha, how much? How hard can it be?" This one also, right here. And you guys get the picture now, right? So it's like up, down, up, down, up again, right? And you get the down one automatically. So let me just change the color. I'm sure I can feel them color here. Here. So here, so I get another one. Kind of color coding for you guys, so you guys can get the whole picture. And I gonna smell it. What the fuck? I want left, I want question left, I want one question left, and I guys, let's go. Hit the like button in the meantime. But guys, I just want to identify the different triangles so you guys can see it. Alright. I don't know if there's another way you can do it, but this is how I figured it out. Alright, and the final one will automatically be this. So let me just use a different color. Which color should I use here? I'm gonna use a yellow one. Yeah, so this one now is here. Now we can count all of them now. All of them congruent. They are the same. Lengths are the same. Corresponding sides are the same. And that's what congruency is. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, same color. Alright, so that will be 6. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for making it to the end. Again, if you want to be a part of my class, here's my number. Just alert me. So now what's up? Doesn't matter where in the Caribbean you are, doesn't matter where in the world you are, anybody can join, alright? And the final one, which is 60, it says, in each diagram below, A prime is the image of A. Which of the following shows a reflection in the x-axis? So they specifically want the x-axis. This is the line x-axis. This is not the reflection. They have to be on the same side. So we just look for the one that are on the same side of the x-axis. So it's either left or right, and this would be B. Alright. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel. This was requested because a number of persons leave comment and so do it. So that's why I did. Alright. So guys, I'm out, no doubt. See you guys in another. Guys, we don't know how much more I get to do, But stay tuned, alright? I will try. But I'm really busy.